All right. Usually I do this without a microphone, so a little different. Welcome. Thank you guys for coming out today. My name is Patrick Hitchens. I work in business development with Power One. I'm going to do a brief 5-minute session I call Power 101. It's really a history lesson, kind of a company snapshot, just to get you guys up to date with Power One. Josh is going to do our technical training today. So we'll jump right in. The history of Power One began in 1972. A small family-owned company begun in Chatsworth, California to manufacture AC/DC power supplies. In 73, Power California is incorporated. And then the late 70s, Power One moves the location from Chatsworth, California to the current location of our global headquarters, Camarillo, California. In the late 80s, Power One started diversifying their manufacturing base, opening up plants in Puerto Rico and Mexico to remain cost competitive, and to start moving their products outside of the United States. So that's the first kind of phase of Power One. 16 years, small, a little slow. The next phase, 95 to 2003, really coincides with the telecom.com boom, and Power One was right there and really started expanding their global footprint at that time. So in 95, Power CA was actually bought out by an investor and new management and renamed Power One LLC. In 97, the company goes public with a successful IPO, and the main reason, as I mentioned before, this time period, a lot of these companies, because of the boom in business, were getting huge. They were acquiring other companies. The industry was consolidating. Companies were going out of business, and companies were becoming very successful. Sounds very familiar, right? Solar industry today. So Power One's been there and done that before. So the philosophy was get big or fall by the wayside. So they go public, raise a bunch of money, and then they start acquiring companies. And really the philosophy was behind these acquisitions were to gain new technologies, be able to offer product solutions, different products, and then gain a global footprint. So you'll see with, for example, the acquisition of Melcher, gaining access into the European market, gaining access into the Chinese telecom market. So really building their footprint outside the United States and Europe and Asia Pacific. So that's 95 to 2003. And if you've been paying attention, you'll notice I haven't said anything about renewable energy. And it's really because Power One is a power electronics company. We just happen to sell PV and wind inverters. So continuing the acquisition strategy, Power One acquired the Power Electronics Group from an American company called Magnatech, which are located just outside Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And with this acquisition, Power One became the 6th largest power supply company in the world. With this acquisition, they also gained the technology for the Magnatech Renewable Energy Group, which contained the Aurora string line, which is what, that's our brand currently today. Magnatech had been selling Aurora string inverters in Europe since 2001. So with this acquisition really came strong design and manufacturing in Italy as well as China. And that's why a lot of people probably think we're an Italian company. It's because a lot of our design and production in the past have come through Valdarno, Italy, where we still have that world area headquarters. So jumping to 2010, and Power One, knowing that Asia Pacific market, North America's markets are growing, open up world area headquarters in Shenzhen, China, and Phoenix, Arizona, where Josh and I both work. We've got our office there, manufacturing, employed about 500 people, primarily manufacturing there. So if you're ever in town, drop us a line and we can show you around. 2010 also, Power One acquires Fat Spaniel PV monitoring solution, as well as solar Magic, and Energy Recommerce. They bundled those three companies together to now offer the Aurora Vision monitoring solution, which some of you may or may not be aware of. Today, I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of time to get into that, but it's a fantastic solution. And then in 2010, Power One became the second largest inverter manufacturing company in the world. 2011, as I've mentioned, launching Aurora Vision monitoring solution. And then most recently in 2013, Power One struck a strategic partnership with Panasonic to leverage their energy management, energy storage technology to pair with our PV inverter excellence. And also just probably about 2 weeks ago, we announced that we had sold our 1 millionth inverter worldwide. The company overview, a lot of this stuff I'd already touched on, but Power One is a leading provider of renewable energy solutions and energy efficient power conversion and power management solutions. We are a global company, design, manufacturing, sales, and service throughout the United States, Canada, Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia. The number 2 global supplier of PV inverters. Worldwide, we have just under 3,200 employees, and as I mentioned, about 660 here in the United States. I guess as of September 30th, 2012, our revenue was about $1.1 billion, and you can see the split here. We are a diversified manufacturing company. We produce power electronics as well as the renewable energy solutions business unit, that is the PV and wind inverters. And you can see the split in business is roughly 75–80% renewable energy. So we're very committed and continually investing in the technology. It's our lifeblood. But we do have a diversified cash stream coming in with the power solutions. Our total installed global base is about 10 gigawatts of inverters. And this statistic down here on the bottom I find very interesting. We're a zero debt company. We don't owe banks any money. We don't have any loans out. 100% equity. So we report directly to our shareholders. We've got about $287 million cash in the bank. So combine that strong balance sheet with the 40 years experience of manufacturing high-quality, rugged power electronics, you should be able to walk out of this room and I hope feel very comfortable and confident purchasing and using Power One products. And this is a quick look at that global presence. Global headquarters there in Chatsworth. The Power Solutions headquarters is up in San Jose. We are here in Phoenix. We also have manufacturing in Ontario to meet the local content requirements to sell into their fit and microfit programs. The Valdarno, Italy headquarters to support the European markets, and then our factory here and headquarters in Shenzhen to support this area, which is growing like crazy. We've also are moving into Japan, South Africa, Brazil, Chile, Mexico, Caribbean, Central and South America. So we truly are a global company, and the better we do worldwide, the better we do here in the States. So that's what I've got. I'm going to hand the mic over to Josh Rogers, and he's going to get into a more technical presentation.
Sounds good. Thanks, Patrick.